And welcome to WMB1 Radio. You're in tune to Straight to the Point Sports, where we're broadcasting from our downtown studios in New Bedford, Massachusetts. And as always, I've got my two cohorts with me, Steve Lopes and Derek Consatio. What's up,
What up?
fellas?
What up?
What's
B?
going on?
What up?
What up? So uh, we are getting closer and closer to some football. College
Final
football,
regular season week is tonight.
college football and pro football, both of them, which in turn is what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to be doing as we always do. We're going to be highlighting a couple of the same divisions in different conferences. That being the NFC West and the AFC West. All right, we're going to talk about them. Preview them for the 2026-2027 season. Talk about key additions, key losses, also what we expect from them in the as far as how they'll finish during the regular season. Also, we'll talk about NCAA college football. Who will be the national champion in January? We'll also talk about the teams that we think will make. We'll bring up the 12 teams that will challenge for the national championship, and yeah, we'll just look at that in general. Also, we need to talk about the rules in which making a lot of news as far as the pro players uh, transferring back to college. The NFL has chimed in on it now with a rule, and a bunch of the
Major
NCAA
conferences.
conferences
Mhm.
have chimed in as well. We'll talk about that as well. Remember, phone lines are always open. If you are watching on social media, the number is on the ticker as it goes by, as it is now. 774-425-2631 is the number. You can chime in. And, if you want to talk about what we're talking, you're more than welcome to. If not, you can add your own opinion or your own topic as well. All right. What's up, Ralph?
What up, Ralph?
So we'll get it on and popping right now. So we're gonna talk first. We're gonna talk about the NFL, and we're gonna talk about the AFC West. All right, the AFC West. All right. So last year that division belonged to, for the first time in 8 years, it belonged to the Denver Broncos. The Kansas City Chiefs finally lost their grip, their stronghold on the AFC West. I mean, it did it. A lot seemed to go wrong for them, up to and including Mr. Pat Mahomes getting knocked out during the regular season, and
As well as Bo Nix.
yeah, well, he was later on, but in the regular season, it was Mr. Mahomes who was knocked out in the regular season, and ultimately, it just took out any playoff hope.
What part of the
chances
year
that
was
they
it that he got hurt?
I want to say like week 12,
Yeah, so
week 12, week
close to the
13.
last
It was
quarter of
towards
the
the
year.
latter end of the season, but I want to say it was against Denver too. I want to say it was against Denver because they needed to win that game in order to get a 1-1 split to have any chance. I think they were 2 games behind. Um, and I believe it was Denver.
Then they had the whole Racy Rice thing. He never got on track because he was suspended the first 6 games. And
Actually, he did it against the Chargers.
Oh, it was the Chargers. I knew it was against somebody that they had to win.
December 14th,
Hey.
week 15.
What?
Week 15.
Yeah. It was towards the end of the season. I knew it was against a division opponent in where they had to get a split.
It was less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter, too. When he
Yeah,
did it.
yeah.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, he was running towards the sideline. Running towards the sideline, you know. But yeah, so Denver finally took over the division, and Kansas City was just, they were a mere shell of themselves The Chargers brought up, finished in second place, and then you had Denver followed up by the Raiders. Um,
The Raiders did play decent toward the end of the year, though. Because remember, they were real, like they weren't winning nothing at the beginning. I know they only ended up with like 4 wins or something, but I think they surprised a few teams like the last 4 weeks
yeah,
because they almost lost the number 1 pick.
yeah, I don't know.
They beat the Patriots week 1. Didn't they?
Yeah.
Or was that last year?
No, that was
Oh, 2
last
years-
year,
2
I
years
think.
What did you say they were?
They beat the Patriots week 1.
Was it? I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, the division I think this year is going to be interesting. There's obviously the Chiefs are going to want to to put their stamp back on, and the Broncos are going to they're going to want to start their own little legacy because it's been a long time. That division was looking it was looking like the AFC East for a minute, where the Patriots had a stronghold and nobody else could win that division. And let's face it, the Chiefs were doing just the same. They were locking up the division and securing a first round bye and pretty much waltzing into the AFC Championship game. But so what are we thinking this year, guys? What are we thinking? Let's start off with the let's work our way up. Let's start off with the Raiders.
The most active team in free agency this year.
Oh.
I thought they hit a home run. They had so much money to spend.
Well, there you go. That's what I was going to say.
But I think they spent it wisely.
I think what helps them out is that botch trade to bring their big man back.
Oh, the defensive end?
Yeah.
So they didn't have a choice in bringing him back.
Oh, I know, but it worked out in their favor.
Well, that remains to be seen. Who's saying that he doesn't get traded mid-season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it all depends on how they're doing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
If they go the regular Raider route and they're 2-8 or 2-7 by the time the trade deadline comes around, he may be back on the block.
Yeah.
They could just be showcasing him. Max Crosby. They could just be showcasing him. Who knows?
You think he can put that aside and just do business? Because that sounds similar to like the Jaylen Brown thing.
But he has.
Yeah.
He has. So they interviewed him, and he says, "Listen, I'm just here to play football." He doesn't seem like one of those guys at all. So Paul's also chiming in saying that he'll be a cowboy. Paul, I don't know if
Oh my God! Please don't call in today.
I don't know if you're referencing the same thing as that I seen when they asked Jerry Jones if he's moved on from it. I just seen an interview that was probably a couple of weeks ago, maybe, and he said, "Who has moved on? Like we're still engaged." So that's something to be watching.
Well, at least from his point of view, they're still engaged. We don't know how the Raiders are playing it.
Well, he might know something. I don't know, but if you're referencing that, I don't know. But yeah, it goes to show you that I think that he'll still be on the trading block. Come that time of season where teams are looking to upgrade, and if the Raiders are out of it and suddenly they become sellers, he's a viable piece in which they can move.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Who on their team, not counting obviously the rookies and that
Bowers and Gentry, they're building blocks.
yeah. I'm not talking about them guys.
Yep.
Those guys are keepers.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the what do you call it, the legacy draft there?
Yeah.
They aren't.
I got them for
anywhere.
5 years.
They aren't going anywhere. They're remaining there, right? But he is a piece in which they can get a lot for. Albeit with everything that was, I think he's going to turn it around and continue to have a good year. The only downfall with him is he's not a spring chicken. He's not young. So the asking price probably got dummied down. You know,
They did get what, 2 first rounders?
yeah, it won't be 2 first rounders this go round, unless he comes out the box and ends up with, 12, 13 sacks at around that time. But even still, yeah, I mean, his
Just
age.
right now, he signed for 3 years, 106.5 million. He's guaranteed 91 million.
That's a lot of money.
91 and a half.
At his age,
A lot of
guaranteed.
money. That's a lot of money. Me personally, you know what? If I'm Jerry Jones, I pivot away from that. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for
That's
a lot of wear and tear in the tire.
Yeah.
That's 34 million dollars a year.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
91 and a half. Yeah. So basically,
You know. Yeah, well, what did you say?
3 for 91 is 30,
30
and change.
30 and change.
30,
yeah.
yeah.
30 and change.
30.25.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. For somebody that's 30 plus. Granted, I mean, there's a lot of players that are a lot of defensive ends that have made it late in their careers to maintain, but all it takes is one play. I hate to say it, all it takes is one play.
Hey, the funny you say that. There was an interview with Amon-Ra St. Brown the other day, who he was being interviewed by a guy that used to be a defensive end for the Rams. I forget, the white dude. He has a brother that played in the league too, and his father played in the league. Well, anyways, they were talking about different positions and stuff, and Amon-Ra was like, "Yo, I mess around with Hutchinson all the time, talking about at the defensive end, all you got to do is go out there, you make one play, and then you sign for $50 million."
Yeah.
But
yeah. So the Raiders. So
That's what I was just thinking, Kev. We're supposed to be in the AFC. We're talking about the Cowboys and this and that.
shut up, Kevin. You're not here, then you be quiet.
I agree, though. We're in the AFC West. Next, Paul will be talking about the Cowboys.
Oh, that's all he ever talks about.
So as far as the Raiders, what do we see? Let's talk about what they did in the draft.
Yeah, what did they need to? What was their biggest weakness? Do you
The
think?
quarterback, and I think they improved with Cousins and the quarterback.
Oh, yeah,
They stabilized that position.
Yeah, that was one of their biggest needs.
But they also had a horrible offensive line, and who was their number one free agent pick? Tyler Linderbaum. Some consider the best center in football. That was a big get from the Ravens to get him to go to us. He definitely went for the money, or he believes in the system because he was on a perennial playoff team.
I don't think you can believe in a Raiders system just yet until they make you believe it.
Yeah, they made him believe with the money.
Yeah, that's different.
Didn't he get to be the highest paid center now? But he signed a major 3-year deal. But they also on offense added Jalen Naylor from the Vikings, and they upgraded their kicker Matt Gay. We already talked about Gentry and Bowers they already had, but their offensive line was really bad. And I think the most important piece of the offensive line besides left tackle might be center. He calls the offense, right, for the offensive line.
Yeah.
So if you got him, now whether it's Cousins, who's not mobile, or you want to protect the rookie, at least the centerpiece gives you some hope on the offensive line. They need more. I think they had one good offensive lineman before that. So now they're up to like 2. I think somebody was hurt last year. But then they went heavy on defense.
Yeah.
And their defense wasn't good.
No, the defense wasn't good. They went specifically heavy on linebackers.
Yes.
Linebackers. So they got Quay Walker from Green Bay, and they've got
Nakobe Dean.
That's a big pickup.
Yes. Yeah, but both of them?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Well, they had all that money.
Yeah, but you ain't got no linebacker problems no more.
And
you still got Crosby at defensive end.
So yeah, it made sense. If you have the money, you might as well go and spend it. I mean,
I just thought they spent it wisely.
Well, let's put it this way. Every position that they got and who they got were upgrades. Yeah. It's hard not to upgrade when you were lingering around the bottom third defensively, as a team. So, yeah.
And in the sleeper role, they got somebody to hopefully take the pressure off Crosby from the other side. They got Quiddy Pay over from the Colts. He had a decent year his last year in Indy. As long as he shows up, and like if you can't double team everybody. You double team Max. This guy should have one-on-one matchups, and he should be able to take advantage of that because of him playing with all those linebackers and Max Crosby.
Yeah.
Their receiving core is weak.
When they let Jacoby Myers go last year.
That's where they should, if they could have kept him there.
And that's why I think they went after Naylor, who I wanted to keep, but he's not a number one.
Trey Tucker's not a.
No.
They don't have the number one go-to guy.
The Jalen Naylor's not.
It'll be Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
and from what I'm being told, Gentry will get the ball a lot more in passing plays out of the backfield because they might have a little more time to actually let a screenplay develop.
Yeah. My thing is, what's the over/under before we see Mendoza in the lineup?
4
games.
It depends. If they win, then they're not going to rock the boat.
Well, no. That's good. We're taking that into account. I'm just saying. What do you think that? I mean, we called it last year with Shador, right? We said we were like, we thought about it, but they ran the gauntlet.
Yeah,
with all
their quarterbacks.
They ran the gauntlet with all their quarterbacks. But I'm gonna say probably around week 7, week 8. I think you see him midway through the season.
They got
barring an injury.
Their roster, their schedule was the Dolphins,
winnable.
Chargers, Saints,
winnable.
Chiefs.
It could be 2-2 after 4, so that does push it to where Brian said.
Patriots.
Yeah, they won't win that one.
Bills.
Won't win that one.
Rams.
That's when it gets tough. When they lose those 3 games in a row,
the Jets.
That's 7 games. So Brian's prediction of week 8 goes in line with their schedule.
If I'm them, after you get back out of the division and you go to the Jets, that's a perfect time to insert them. Yeah. You go against a lesser team.
And the week after that,
who do they got?
49ers.
Yeah. Well, you got to put them in at sometimes.
And then the Seahawks.
Yeah. I mean, you got to put them
in sooner
later.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get your feet wet.
Let's put it this way. November 8th is when they play the 49ers. That's a good defense. Seahawks, good defense.
Yeah.
Then they get Denver, good defense.
Can't avoid Denver. You got to see them twice.
Yeah, but then you get the Browns.
Not a bad defense.
No, not a bad Chargers. Not a bad defense.
If they stay healthy.
Then the Broncos, Titans, Cardinals, and Chiefs.
Yeah, the last 3 is no problem.
That's a tough last place schedule.
Yeah, because his division's so tough.
Yeah, because of the division.
You got 6 tough. You got to play Denver twice.
And it sounds like they're playing
the West,
NFC West.
NFC West.
There
yeah.
you go.
All good defenses except the Cardinals.
NFC West. So yeah. I mean that's just the luck of the draw. And I mean the division's good. So I mean, what are you going to do? The 3 other teams are going to be really good teams, and I don't know. I don't know. So I'm,
How many games did they win last year?
Who?
For
the Raiders, so that we can set the bar for this year. Because I think they'll win 1 or 2 more than last year. I think they won 4
with that
last
schedule.
year.
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. I'll tell you. I got it here. The Raiders were 6-11.
Oh, that's going to be tough. I thought they won 4 games last year.
No, they
That's where I have them this year, 6-11, and they made all those improvements. But so did everybody else.
You got them 6-11 with that schedule.
Yeah, that's what they did last year.
They didn't play this schedule.
Well, we'll see.
It's only the NFC West.
It's just the NFC West.
Oh no, you did say Buffalo.
No, I didn't.
I thought you said Buffalo somewhere along there.
No, I said the Patriots.
I thought you said the Patriots and Buffalo.
So what do we? All right. Well, we won't.
Well, I'm keeping them exactly where they were last year,
I
but look a lot more competitive.
I don't see them breaking that 6 win either.
I'm surprised they got the 6 last year.
I'd say 5 or 6.
But last year because of the injuries to Kansas City and the Chargers didn't really get that hurt except their offensive line. Yeah, I'm just still kind of shocked that they had 6 wins last year. That threw me for a loop. But I'm going to say they win 6 again this year, maybe 5. But I think
All
they
right.
have a chance.
Let's talk about the Chargers. So the Chargers, you know something? Why do they always have the? It's scripted for the Chargers. They always start off like 6-1,
Yeah.
you know, 8-2, and then they struggle. It's like
They get tired.
it's
They
like
depend on
swimming.
aging
It's like
veterans too
swimming
much
that last
wide receiver,
25 yards, and they're completely gassed, and they're like half drowning. That's what happens with them every year.
You know what else happens to them every year? Their offensive line gets depleted. What's already happened this year in preseason? They lost their center to free agency. They signed Tyler Biadasz, and he's already out for the season. Last year, their number one pick was Joe Alt, the big guy from Notre Dame, out for the season. But also, their perennial All-Pro, Rashawn Slater, was out. So you lost your center and your two tackles early on in the year. I think that's why they skidded. When you can't protect Herbert,
All right,
who's
go
not
ahead.
Calm.
All right, go ahead, speak.
Don't stop talking because I'm on the phone.
What?
Let's see what you all got to say. Keep rolling.
Oh,
Nobody's scared.
It's not like you're covering your phone.
it's a little muffled.
You sound muffly.
But I still think that,
What?
So better now.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Better now. All right.
Predictions in the AFC West, my man.
So we're on the Chargers right now. We're talking about the Chargers.
For y'all that don't know, that's Kevin on the phone.
Yeah. Kevin Rudolph is in the building. Where are we here?
He missed his plane to be.
Well, you were saying they die out
Yes.
toward the end of the year, but I think it's their line gets depleted throughout the year. They can't stay healthy. Or their wide receivers. Last year, McConkey and the guy that left.
Allen. Keenan Allen.
Yeah, they break down.
Yeah.
If they stay healthy, they showed they could play well. They just can't play in cold weather.
So here we go right here. Their early stretch is brutal. After the first two games with Buffalo, you get Seattle, Denver, Kansas City, the Rams, Houston, and Baltimore.
All kind of great defenses.
In a row. All in a row. So much for their 6-2 or
Start.
8-3 start.
Might be in reverse.
Yeah. maybe they might.
They got to.
Maybe they might not do it.
Their first two isn't so.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Their first two, and then after that,
Bills,
it's crazy. Buffalo, Seattle, Denver, Kansas City, the Rams, Houston, and Baltimore, all playoff teams.
I think we might see Justin Herbert get unleashed a little more because they signed Miami's ex-coach as the offensive coordinator, McDaniel.
Yes,
and he's a good offensive mind.
At least now
he'll bring some creativity.
At least we don't need to see him now on the sideline trying to like profile and do all the dumbness that he does.
Wearing sweatpants.
It kind of aggravates me at times.
Sweatpants above his calves.
Yeah, he kind of aggravates me at times. I don't know, something about him. Like he was almost too arrogant.
Oh, he was definitely arrogant.
Too early. You know, you had one good season, and then you know it was like you were, you know, you belonged with the elite. That's how he carried himself. But yeah, so I don't know. You know, in looking at their schedule, obviously they're not going to get off to, you know, a pristine start. Will they be able to pull it together towards the end to do what they did last year, double-digit wins, and you know, make a playoff berth.
I don't think they're built to be a great passing team this year, but if their offensive line, if those Hogs stay healthy, I think Omari and Hampton could have a good year if he's running behind a healthy offensive line. But they've already lost their center, so that's not a good start. But Hampton will be improved. That'll take some pressure off Herbert. And didn't Lad McConkey get hurt for a stretch last year? He had a great first year. Then he was hurt a lot last year.
I don't recall him being hurt too much.
No? I thought he missed some time last year, but he definitely didn't have as great a year as he did the first year. His first year in the league.
So they got Njoku, the tight end,
Yes, they did sign
which should
him.
help them. Also, let's see.
Well, their big pickups were the center that they already lost and David Njoku.
Biadish.
But they also lost the center Bradley Bozeman, one of the guys, Makai Becton.
Retired.
He retired?
Yeah.
Yes, Bradley Bozeman retired.
What, for injury? Because he wasn't
I don't know. He retired.
But they also had a former number 1 pick, Zion Johnson, move on. And they lost off linebacker Odafe Owa.
That crazy name.
Yeah, Odafe Owa. But they did get
On the right side, they picked up Trey Lance.
Well, they drafted Akeem Messidor from Miami as an edge rusher. Their defense wasn't that bad. If they can keep
Do they still have Khalil Mack?
I think so.
Yes.
They have him and the safety that played real well last year. He finally stayed healthy.
Number 3. He's an all-pro safety.
Yeah.
So which center got hurt? Was it Tyler Bidash?
Yeah.
Whatever that. Biadish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Last year,
Yeah.
center they lost him in free agency, and then they got Biadasz, and he got hurt already. But
I mean, they have a new defense. They have what's his face that got promoted. They have a new defensive coordinator. It's a hire from within. O'Leary. He's gonna run the defense now.
What
So
was he
we'll
last year?
see.
Like a linebacker coach or something?
Was he?
I don't know. You said he hired from within. I'm just trying to remember what part of the defense he can.
I know he was somewhere. He was either secondary coach or the linebacker coach, but they hired him. He's now promoted to run the defense under Harbaugh.
Well, we'll see. Surprising looking at it, they also picked up another tight end from Charlie Kohler. He signed a 3-year, $24.3 million deal, adding as a blocking and receiving upside to the tight end room along with Njoku.
According to this, they have.
Yeah, they signed what? Keaton Mitchell and a fullback too.
Yeah, Mitchell came over from somebody else. He's not a bad running back if he gets a shot.
No, he's not. He's quick.
Yeah. He came over from Baltimore, right?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, him and the center came from Baltimore. Oh no, the center went to their center went to Oakland or the Raiders.
Like you said, they got a brutal schedule, man. I don't see them repeating what they did last year.
I have them winning 9 games.
Looking at their schedule, I'd
I
say
had them
that's
winning 8.
pretty spot on. 8 or 9 wins, and in the AFC West, it's going to be tough.
I had 9.
Well, we're all right around the same figure, 8 or 9.
Yeah, I got them at 9 wins.
Joe
He's
with the Chargers.
Yeah, he missed his rookie year last year because he got hurt.
Yeah.
And so did their number 1 All-Pro, Rashawn Slater, who's in like his 4th year, but he's missed 2 out of those 4 years.
He's questionable.
And he's been banged up in preseason already.
He's questionable already. But they have Charlie Kohler slated as a starter.
Over Njoku?
Yep.
I don't know how. Was he on? No, he wasn't on the team. He came from somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
But I like Omari and Hampton if Slater and Alt, because Alt's like 6'8". He's a good run blocker.
He's a big boy.
He struggles on the pass defense a little bit because he can't move his feet. But you put him and Slater, they can maul people.
Slater at center. Cole Strange is their right guard.
Yeah, Cole Strange failed somewhere else. So where was he at? Dallas or New England?
Who?
Cole Strange.
No,
I think he came from the. I think that's where.
Cole Beasley.
No, the Patriots drafted somebody in the first round a couple of years ago that had a 3rd round grade, and I think it was him.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Kev, out of curiosity, right before you came on, we predicted what the Raiders' record was going to be. Like, how close to the Chargers do you think their record will be?
I think really close. I think the Raiders have really improved. I mean, depending on Kirk Cousins, he's the highest paid nobody in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just that defense has improved. Crosby's back. And, like you said, they signed the 2 linebackers. They spent their money wisely. They had a decent draft. Do you let the kid take over within 3-4 games? What do you do? Like I said it in the comments. It depends on what Kirk Cousins is going to look like. You know, I could see them getting 7-8 wins along like hanging with the Chargers. But as for the other two teams, like with the Broncos and KC, like if KC's gonna want to get their comeback, you know, or get their get back, I should say. It'll be tough for the Raiders, but they're gonna make it interesting. I think they're gonna make some noise. Not enough noise to probably make the playoffs, but you know,
one of the better last place teams in the
division. They will be.
6,
like, you know, when you got two like perennial all pro linebackers coming in, your defense has to get better. Usually your linebacker is the one. Your linebacker or your safety is the one. Is your quarterback on defense. So you know, and the two guys they brought in are all
Kobe
legit. And yeah.
Somebody else good.
So they have to be better. At least a couple wins.
I forgot Quay's last name. Quay Davis.
I don't know.
But he's the one that came from the Packers.
I would say they'd be hovering around 500. That's what I'm looking for. Because if they won 6 last year with the team that they had, I think it's a game or two improvement in the least.
But the thing I was looking at was they did improve, but for a last place team, they're playing a tough schedule.
Yeah, they are playing, and that's another thing I forgot to say. Their schedule is tough. That's just their division alone is tough.
And they're playing, and not only that, they're playing the NFC West.
No, their schedule's brutal.
Which is not a walk in the park. So
so right then and there, that's what 9-10 games of just murderer's row. That's crazy. That's nuts.
And that's what it makes it hard to say improve on last year's record. I was surprised they won 6 last year, but to improve on that,
I can't see them.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I forgot who they were playing for a division this year and playing the NFC West. Good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then playing Denver and thing twice, KC twice.
I'm saying that's
their own division and then the NFC West.
Yeah. Just their division alone, they're going to get beat up on.
Yeah, to me, it's Raiders at the bottom. Chargers will probably be the third place team, and then we'll talk about the other two teams.
All right, so let's talk about Kansas City. Redemption was last year an anomaly. Was last year just because of the fact that prior to Pat Mahomes getting hurt, they didn't look like the barn burners.
And that's why I say I still think they'll be the number 2 team in that division, because what people are missing too is they lost their defensive backs, their 2 best defensive backs. Yeah. Their defense wasn't great to begin with, and now it takes a big hit.
But you got to realize Rashid Rice will be there the whole season this year.
Yeah, if he stays out of trouble,
he'll be there the whole season this year. I think they improved.
He's talented.
I think they improved big time at running back.
Yes, that's the one thing that I think if they lean more on the heavy run game.
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
And I think Travis Kelce ain't worried about his wedding anymore. So I think
they said he's been a workout beast in preseason
this
year.
He'll be more focused.
And in shape. Yep. He doesn't want to go out the way on the season he had last year. But Mahomes typically stays healthy. Rashid Rice is good. And then didn't they have a young wide receiver?
Xavier Worthy.
Yes.
I mean, we're gonna find out real quick what they are, because game 1 Monday night, Denver. We're gonna find out real quick. And then they have 3 fairly easy games in my eyes. I mean, not easy, but the teams that are not Denver. They play Indy, Miami, and the Raiders and the Chargers. The first, the next 4 games are fairly easy. They don't have a really, really tough schedule like I've seen with other teams. You figure.
Yeah. Did he even have a good year when he left KC? Because he was considered one of the best defensive backs, and I didn't hear about him.
He was actually pretty good when he was with KC.
Who?
Snead. They brought Snead back. He was good when he was with them the first time, but he left for free agency for 2 years.
Yeah, true. And another thing, the enemy's back.
On offense, yeah.
The coordinator,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, with Kenneth Walker and a devoted Rashid Rice being there all preseason and being in shape from game 1, and their offense will look all right. I'm worried about how they're going to look on defense.
Yeah, like you said, especially with the defensive backs now gone. They went to the youth movement.
They still got that big guy in the middle, Chris Jones. He's
yeah. But another
Yeah,
year under the belt.
One of the better defenders in the league.
Yes.
He's
Yeah, so I don't know.
But Jalen Watson was the other defensive back they lost with Trent McDuffie. They did draft a cornerback who I think is going to be good eventually, but not right away. The kid from LSU, Mansour Delaney. He was considered during the draft as the number 1 or number 2 cornerback in the whole draft, and they moved up to get him. So
they have him.
He has to step up to at least give him what Jalen Watson gave him.
They have him slated as starting right now.
Yeah, him and Janoria. I forgot until Paul mentioned. I forgot they got Janoria Sneed. Yeah. So it might not be as dim as we thought, but it depends on how fast that rookie goes.
Who's Kadar Kahu?
I don't know.
They signed him to a 1-year deal. He looked like he played for Miami. And Kyer Elam. So it looks like they signed a safety too. Aloy Gilman, 3-year, $24 million.
But also with Kansas City, don't forget, not only did they draft the cornerback I just mentioned, they also got Peter Woods, from Clemson, who at the beginning of the year was supposed to be one of the top defensive linemen. He still had a good year in spite of his team last year. He's a first-round pick. He slid to the second round.
That's Steve's national championship.
What do you mean in spite of his team?
Wow.
That's Steve's national championship.
We'll talk about that later when we get to college. But
Steve's national
Peter Woods was one of the best defensive linemen in all of college football, but his team just didn't produce, so he flew under the radar. But you got 2 good defensive players in the draft, just at different positions. And they also got Creed Humphrey back at center. I think he got hurt part of the year last year, too, on the offensive line. It's tough to lose a center and, keep that continuity.
Oh, I know a lot about that.
And in the draft, they went defense heavy. Out of the first 40 picks, they grabbed 3 defenders. I mean, they didn't grab nobody. They grabbed some pretty good defenders in the draft. You got the kid Thomas from Oklahoma, obviously their first-round pick, the cornerback from LSU, and then the kid from Clemson, the defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it from all indications, it looks like Mahomes is running around doing Mahomes-like things, albeit he's got a little knee brace on. But it's going to be interesting to see if, like I said when we first started out talking about it, was it a fluke thing, or is this the start of their decline? It'll be interesting to see.
Add somebody like Kenneth Walker on that offense.
I'm going to say, with the way that their coach is, Andy Reid, I'm sure last season burnt him hard.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to look for them. I won't say that they'll win the division, but I think they'll be the number 2 team in that division.
I got them with 10 wins.
I think they'll
10?
be the number 2. Yeah, I'm saying 10.
Oh, I got them at 11.
I'm saying 10.
I was going to say 11 myself.
Okay, I got them at 10.
Well, we're all within 1 game of each other again.
I got them at sneaking in as a wild card.
I think they'll beat the teams they're supposed to beat, but they'll struggle against the upper echelon teams because their defense got some holes and their offensive line got some holes.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I know you said someone spoke on it to see if the tight end there, Travis Kelce, if he starts off like he started off last season. He couldn't catch a cold last year.
I didn't understand that. He always had good hands.
I think the wedding had a lot to do with it.
You think so?
Yeah, but
that was a
last
distraction?
year?
Yeah, last year.
I don't think
he's not like a girl. Girls think
you never know, bro.
Girls think that way. Guys are like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna have a wedding. Let's go.
This is different, bro. This is Taylor Swift.
I don't think
this ain't no order. This ain't no just any ordinary
But
female.
I think he was, I think
The
from
fame, bro.
but,
The
no,
fame
but I
from
think the
Taylor
year
Swift got it.
before, he had already acclimated to it. And this should have been a year in which he should have been getting more comfortable, not less coy.
I don't know.
I
know.
just
I'm
listen.
not.
Listen, I know because I had him on my fantasy team, and I was getting ready to cut him. That's how bad it was, man. Every week he was coming up with a one burger,
and uncharacteristically dropping stuff that he
Yes.
and he had no separation.
Yes.
Usually he's a great pass route runner.
Yeah,
He wasn't getting no separation from the linebackers last year.
It'll be interesting to see how he starts off. But like we said, man, you get a dynamic running back like that. It's going to take a lot of pressure off of
it opens up
Mahomes.
And you have Rice out there with him.
Yeah.
For the whole
And
season.
Worthy. So you won't be able to they got a lot of weapons on offense if they stay healthy. That they can run with Walker, they could pass with Rice if Kelsey contributes.
I'm going to put this into the atmosphere. It's something that needs to be thought about, right? Come mid-season, if there's a certain wide receiver that hasn't been signed, you think there's a reunion?
Oh, Tyreek? I don't know if he's not even in a camp right now, is he?
No, he's a free agent.
Yeah, but he's not in a camp, so I don't know what type of shade.
Yeah, he's a free agent. He's got to be. They showed him working out.
Oh, he's been working out?
Oh, yeah, they showed him working out.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, they showed him working out.
Is he fully recovered?
He's
There's got to be a reason he's not in
he's
camp.
not doing well. The reason why he's not in camp, I mean, he got hurt. He's 30. What is he? 32, 30.
Yeah, but still one of the faster guys in the league. Like,
Well, we don't know anymore.
Well. I mean, I watched his workout.
He was one of the fastest guys in the league.
Yeah,
I don't know if he
was.
still got that.
I watched his workout, and let me tell you something. He looked fast and he looked strong. How that computes to when you get on the field with somebody bumping you
he
around.
doesn't have to be the main guy no more because you got Rashee Rice. And he just has to be a complimentary piece. That would be great.
Listen,
32.
Well,
32,
did you see the interview with Drew Rosenhaus on the Pat McAfee show?
No.
He basically said it. He said that he's in no rush to get healthy, and when he is healthy, he'll sign with the right team. So
That's why
at least half the league will be chomping at the bit to sign him. If he's back to 80% of what he was, he might be better than half the receivers in the league.
And this is the reason why I said let's just throw it out into the atmosphere. Come middle of the year, 3/4 of the end of the year, whatever it is. He's still sitting out there. Hey, let's
And fully healthy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to take a chance of trying to play now.
Who knows him better than that Kermit the Frog dude? That voice kills me.
That's something to watch. Now he's a free agent, so he can pick and choose who he wants.
Yeah.
Right? You get to sit by the he could be watching he could be watching TV on us and basically like, okay, yeah, that one just got hurt. Okay, maybe I might have to have my calling, but yeah, that's it.
Yo, I don't mean to branch off, but did anybody see Chase go down?
Yeah, we saw him, but he's fine. He's fine.
That shit look ugly.
He's fine. He's fine.
They just won't take no chances with him till the regular season.
Yeah, why would you?
Very limited practice.
He goes down, you might as well say bye-bye. Because now your 1A becomes the 1, and you just double that 1, and now you're, things, they would fall apart. But all right, so 10 wins, 10 or 11. I heard somebody.
I said me and Kev said 11. You and Derek said 10.
All right. All right. Let's kick it to the Denver Broncos.
They were good last year before the injury, and they added some pieces.
Listen, the thing that I like about the Broncos is for every year that Sean Payton has been there, they've improved and improved and improved to the point.
And again this year,
he put any bounties up?
To the point where literally making it to the AFC Championship. And if they had their quarterback, I mean, let's face it, man. I mean, that was, it was brutal to watch, but had they had their quarterback, it could have been a very different Super Bowl. Um, Albeit, I still think the NFC Championship was a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Um,
But the
but,
Patriots wouldn't have survived in Denver
yeah,
if Knicks was there.
no. So that's what I like. I like the fact that is been progression in each one of his seasons, and to the point now where I think when you talk about a coach, when he comes in, it's just, he's kind of inheriting things. He's been in place now for 3 years,
He's got his own
And
food.
And brought back his old OC
Yes.
like Bieniemy.
and
So
he's got all his ingredients now.
Yeah, and the biggest move to him still to this day was him getting rid of Russell. Like he was adamant about that. Like, we're gonna eat this contract and get this dude the hell out of town. Let's move on from him.
And let's just say that wasn't a small contract.
No.
No, it wasn't. We know it was a big contract, and he moved on from it and improved significantly since then.
Yes.
I mean, and the biggest thing, Jalen Waddle trade, I thought they gave up too much, but at the same time, it still improved them.
Yeah.
Their receiving core is quietly loaded. Like,
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton is a beast.
Yeah.
To add with Jalen Waddle, the kid Pat Bryant, Mims, Franklin, and there's another dude too. I can't think of his name. He's a bigger receiver. I can't think of his name.
Jordan Humphrey.
Humphrey. There you go. Thank you.
and they re-signed J.K. Dobbins, even though he got banged up again toward the end, but he was playing well, and they took a chance to re-sign him. And you got that veteran back, and then you got RJ Harvey.
He's not bad.
Yeah, but you if they're both healthy,
Yeah, I'm saying.
you got some depth.
That's a good 1-2 punch.
So I don't see no weaknesses, and I am not a Bo Nix fan. But
What did they have the most takeaways on and the most sacks on defense like the last 2 years? Their defense is loaded.
Nick Bonito. He's a beast. I mean, you can't go wrong with the best DB in the league, Pat Surtain.
I personally think they're the favorite in the AFC. I'll go as far as saying that.
Yeah.
Remember, they had a Jalen Waddle. Man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That offense is gonna be tough.
So you basically bolstered. You basically added to your offense, and they signed a lot of the key guys back.
They got somebody good. Was it Clowney?
No, Clowney
went to a team that had a good defense.
Clowney went back to Houston.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he went to another strong defense.
Yeah.
Another defensive team.
Yeah.
They re-signed a lot of their free agents. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, Justin Strnad, the linebacker, J.K. Dobbins, running back. All these guys they kept in house. Jaleel McLaughlin, another backup running back. Jordan Humphrey. It's important, obviously to keep your own and build on the success. But like I said, adding like somebody who I think Steve said, Jalen Waddle. That's
because Sutton had a good year, like Kev said, but now you got a running mate.
Yes.
You can't key on either one of them.
Yeah,
dudes.
but what's crazy is the schedule. They start out with KC.
It's the first place schedule.
Yep, I know, but it's crazy. It's not KC, Jacksonville, Rams, 49ers, Chargers, Seattle.
Once again, they're playing the NFC
NFC
West.
I know. Then Arizona, KC again.
To me, if they can get through that, they're battle tested for their playoff run.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to win all them games, but if they can show up and then they're battle tested.
Yeah,
Just with their schedule alone, the schedule is ridiculous.
Yeah, what I leave with Carolina, then they got a bye week. The Raiders, Pittsburgh, Miami, Jets, Vegas, Buffalo, New England, and then Chargers.
I definitely think they'll beat the teams they should beat, and only a real good team will beat them otherwise. I mean, everybody has off weeks, but with that schedule, how many wins are we giving them?
I'm giving them 11.
I'd say 12.
I got them at 13.
Really?
Yep.
I'm in 11.
Just because I feel like they still got a great defense. That's a lot. So they always have a chance to win. And adding Waddle, and the reason I'm giving them 13 is I'm going to say that J.K. Dobbins stays healthy. And Bo Nix got another year of development. He's got a new toy to play with Sutton and Waddle, and they got a third guy there. I just can't remember his name.
So my thing is,
Third wide receiver.
my thing is playing the NFC West.
I'll give them 12.
Playing the NFC West and within their own division, that being the three-headed monster and themselves, Kansas City and Chargers. I think they'll probably lose maybe 2 games.
Hey, not for nothing, but the Raiders always give them a game.
They do. That rival.
No matter
those
what.
rivalry games, the Raiders always split with them at least.
The Raiders always seem to give the Chiefs a problem too.
Yeah.
So
no matter how bad their record is,
divisional games, man, they're never cakewalks.
I say they might lose 2 in the division, and I think they'll split against the better teams. I think they'll handle the 49ers and they'll handle the Cardinals.
Handle?
Yeah. I think they're a better team than those two. And I think they'll get 1 win between Seattle and the Rams. Depending on who they play at home.
They play the Rams at home. They play San Fran on the road. They play Seattle at home.
Well, there you go. They got the Rams and Seattle at home. They can split those games because they're at home. They could steal both. Who knows? But they're in both those games.
Seattle game's a Thursday game.
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I was like,
but that's less time to recover.
It's legit to think they could get to 13. I mean, you said 12. That's not Kev. How many wins did you give them?
12.
12?
I said 11.
So Brian's a little lower on them. So who else, Brian, do you think on that schedule you think? I mean, the NFC West, any one of those 3 teams could get them, but when you're playing 2 of them at home in Denver, going to the high altitude, that's going to be tough. They'll lose one of those.
I look at it more this way. I think inside of the division, people seem to
no gimmies,
skip over like it's a gimme.
Yeah, no.
And when you play teams twice and you play them all, they know you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth.
Tendencies, man. Tendencies.
Yeah, I think them division games are even more scary than than the NFC West, the West games. Yeah, you look more forward to me as I obviously never played on that level, but you look more forward to your in division or your rivalries, and that's in your division. You know what I'm saying? So it's a measuring stick is the Niners, the Rams, the Seahawks, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Those teams that you're like, damn, these they're talking about these guys going to the Super Bowl. Let's face it, Seattle and the Rams were 2 of the best teams in the league. They had 3 of the best games we watched last year was between Seattle and LA.
Steve and I were talking about it yesterday, and the 3 games that they played were all decided by 3 points.
3 points or less.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Which made me feel like those were the best teams in the league.
What are your top 10 games last year? I guarantee you, LA and Seattle are in that top 10. All 3 of them games.
All 3.
All 3 of them.
The 2 regular seasons and then the playoff.
A few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But yeah, I think those like Kevin said, the divisional games, those are a lot more scary. Because tendencies, knowing them better. Like when you play out of your division, the familiarity just isn't there.
Especially that second game.
Oh yeah,
he's already played once.
Yes. Now you got to create a whole new realm of things.
Yep.
And maybe it might work, maybe it might not work.
Yeah.
So you never know. But yeah, I'm more concerned within the division than I am without. There's always those surprises, always. So I think we're all in agreement that that Denver is going to win that division.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought people were going to say KC. I was like, I think Denver gets them because
defense.
Yeah.
And somebody said it in the comments that basically you can. I think that Walker's already hurt for KC. And he has a history of ticky-tack injuries.
Paul said it.
Yeah.
I put it right there.
And that's a big contingency, because KC needs their running game. It wasn't just all Patrick Mahomes. You need that ground game. Not saying you're going to rush for 150 yards every game, but you need to threat that running game. And Adam Walker is what they wanted. And if he's already hurt with these ticky-tack injuries, are they going to linger all the way through the season? Because he's notorious for that. I'm not saying that it's not like a warranted, but it's just some guys just have that injury bug.
Yeah, it remains to be seen.
When he put the quad Walker, I think he was talking about Quay Walker from.
Yeah, that's the linebacker
That's the
that we couldn't
linebacker
think
that
of his
went
name
to
that
the-
went to the Raiders.
Oh, I thought he put. Oh,
No.
I thought I said quad.
Yeah, no, that's Quay Walker. Yeah.
So yeah, I think for the most part, I think everybody sees and thinks that the division will go to them because of the fact of defense.
That could be the best division in the AFC.
I think it is.
3 teams. So let's
Well,
walk them
Cincy,
down.
Baltimore.
Yeah, NFC.
But then I don't think
AFC
Pittsburgh-
East is just the Patriots and
And
the
the Bills.
Buffalo.
Yeah, everybody else only got
There's only
2.
2. Yeah.
Well, what about if the Colts stay healthy and they got them, the Texans, and
I would-
Jacksonville?
I would still take this division over that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that division
yeah.
has to be a close second because they got 3 legit teams. If Cincy stays healthy.
Well, is Jacksonville going to show up this year? Every year that they do well, the following year they play.
I think
bad.
their quarterback made big leaps last year. He's got his confidence, and their wide receiver Thomas had a down year. I can't see that happening again. He's got whatever was holding him back last year, but we'll get to that when we
All
get to
right.
that division.
All right, let's anything out of the AFC West before we jump over to the NFC West.
Nope.
All right, so let's do that. Let's jump over to the NFC West. Now we just talked about the 2 bigs in Seattle and the Rams. Now obviously they're not the only ones.
Healthy San Fran is
Healthy
an
San
elite
Fran.
team too.
Yeah.
A healthy San Fran, and now you've got a 3-headed monster right there. Once again, a lot of times though is I hate to sound redundant though, is the teams usually beat up on each other. Will it be the case? Will one be like, I got you, and the other one be like, but I got him, and I got you, and and most importantly, Super Bowl hangover. All right,
We've seen it.
Super Bowl
And
hangover.
they lost Kenneth Walker.
Yeah,
And their backup is hurt.
yeah,
And you drafted a backup in college
rookie.
to be your rookie starter.
Uh,
Can he carry the load?
So there's a lot to we need to see. Let's start with the bottom team and work our way up.
Oh, that'll be what, 45 seconds to a minute.
Arizona.
Trent McBride and the rookie. All right. Everything else
sucks.
Harrison has to show me some. I haven't seen
know.
nothing from him since college.
I know.
But
I like Michael Wilson better than I like him.
I know. Once again, I can vouch for this because he was on my fantasy team.
Yeah, you had to suffer every week.
And I'd look and it's like, oh, he has 3 catches. It's the first quarter, and then the game would be over. Oh, he has 3 catches for the same amount of yards.
You only had 3 moves to get open.
With no
and
touchdowns. It's like
they took those
God,
moves
come
away.
on. But yeah,
he didn't have the best quarterback in the world either.
He had a decent quarterback until he
Kobe
got hurt.
Brissett now.
Mhm. Not even sure.
Don't
about
forget
that.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
And then they draft a rookie,
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck.
Jeremiah Love.
Well, yeah, but I was saying that quarterback. Jeremiah Love.
Oh, my boy, Carson Beck.
Yeah.
Beck.
I think he might.
He
He
wasn't
might
saying that
move up.
last year.
He might move
No,
up the depth
it
chart.
sure the hell
halfway through the
wasn't.
year.
I predicted that
You called
shit.
it, though. You did. You said he's gonna throw it. You predicted it.
Who knows their team better than a fan of their own team? This is the Achilles heel I'm waiting for.
Yeah. So I mean, let's face it, right? You got a gap quarterback. You don't have a franchise quarterback.
But what's the problem with Brissett? I know he's older, but I feel like he keeps them in games. Like his numbers look good, but he can't throw down the field that good.
Well, this is the
He's
thing.
Intermediate and short.
He's a game maintainer. He's not a game changer.
Yeah.
Yes. He is what I said he is. He's a transitional quarterback. He's someone that's going to be okay, but not somebody that's going to be
he's
or good.
I guess he might be the bridge because I think they're going to turn over the reins to Carson Beck. I really do.
I'm glad Arizona's not my team.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Listen, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying what I feel.
Well, no. I know, but I'm just taking the opposite end of that argument. I just, if you think Carson Beck's going to be your guy, I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know.
God, the Minshew going to be your guy? Wouldn't you want to get this kid? If the season's done, wouldn't you want to get this kid's feet wet?
Yeah.
So
What's up, Greg?
So then they should sign him now. Start him now.
And another thing, you look at their schedule; they could possibly be 0-9 before the season's even halfway through. Like, it's ridiculous. They start off with
Chargers,
the 3 top NFC West teams.
Chargers, Seattle,
excuse me, not the Chargers. Well, they are all West teams, but AFC West, and they start out Chargers, Seattle, San Francisco.
Giants.
They might get a break playing the Giants. The Giants still have a good defense. The offense will be somewhat improved. And you go to the Detroit, the Rams, the Broncos, and the Cowboys. I'm not saying anything about the Cowboys, but they should be improved too.
Oh shit!
Their schedule is a murderer's row. They get
I said they had the hardest schedule in the league.
They might have 1 or 2 wins.
I saw that on the NFL Live today. They said, "How are you a last place team and have the toughest schedule?"
Their schedule is absolutely brutal. If they was a first, this should be like a first place team's fucking schedule. It's crazy.
Well,
Excuse my
look at
French.
the
I'm
3
sorry.
teams in their division. That's 6 losses right there. They're not beating any of those teams in their division.
And again,
0-6 in the division line.
Yeah, they're going to be 0-6 again this year.
They might be the same.
Yeah.
3 wins is like pushing it.
Especially
Yeah.
with the instability at quarterback.
They might beat the Jets.
Yeah, defense and O-line are horrible.
I don't know. The Jets have improved.
That's why I said might.
So defense is their problem. Not having a quarterback to be able to throw to those guys. I mean, Jacoby, he's up, he's down, he's up, he's down. What are you going to get from week to week?
When do you bring in Carson Beck?
Yeah, what's the over under for Carson Beck?
Game
5.
This schedule is fucking
Game 4.
crazy.
I take it back now. Looking at their schedule, I might even want to bring Carson back in.
Yeah, you might want to save it for next year, bro. Bring in God in the Minshew.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Listen, we're joking about how bad they're going to be, right? Scouting department, do your homework. There's going to be quarterbacks that are coming out next year, right?
Pick the right
Start
one.
planning. Start planning.
Are they going to be the? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They're going to be in the 1, 2, 3 zone.
Oh yeah.
They're in the sweepstakes for Manning. Hopefully, a franchise quarterback.
Well, I mean, not to change the subject, but I still haven't seen. The hype doesn't match.
No, listen. I agree with you, but he's still projected it to be the top pick in this coming draft. I've seen plenty of boards gutting him as number 1 quarterback taken off the board, and I can't believe it. I agree with you, B.
Yeah. Well,
is he still in Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Well, we can't even get into that because I don't want to spoil some of the stuff, but yeah. Listen, back to the Cardinals. They need to. Scouting department, listen, scout the quarterbacks. I mean, because you've got pieces to work with. All right. We talked about their weapons, Wilson and Harrison McBride. Yeah.
Harrison Jr.
Yes.
Somebody got to make them playmakers though.
There you go. So you need to go out and you need to secure that franchise quarterback. Obviously, Mighty Mouse wasn't it. They've moved on.
Hey.
They've moved on from him, and
Steve's new favorite player.
That's right.
He already got his jersey.
Short people got.
But listen, you feel you gotta jump back in, right? You gotta get back up to bat and swing for the fences again.
Yeah.
You can't just fall down and say, "Oh, I ain't got a quarterback." So that's where the scouting department comes in, man. You got to do your homework because you're going to be, like I said, 1, 2, or 3 come next year, and from what I read, it's supposed to be a pretty decent quarterback.
Yeah, because the kid that went back to Oregon, he was projected to be a top 3 pick last year.
More?
Yeah. He's there. I mean, people are talking about Manning. I still think there's better talent out there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But yeah. So I think the consensus with Arizona is thumbs down.
Yeah, we already gave them too much
2
love.
to 3 wins, maybe.
Much airtime.
2 to 3 wins, maybe. That's a big maybe.
That might be the best thing to help them. Play their young people, play all the other young people. See who's worth sticking around. Let them get beat up this year. Take your high draft picks. Your first and second round should be starters next year, because if you got the first pick, you basically got another second pick at the beginning of the second round. And spend some money on free agency. Make that a destination where people want to go, and you can attract some free agents on your offensive line or help that porous defense. But Brian's boy Harrison, that lost him the league last year, has to, he has to play like the hype that was surrounding him. You combine him with Wilson and McBride, you got 3 receiving weapons, and we know the rookie running back, but he's going to be like the Raiders last year, running into tackles because there's nobody to block. He's going to need some help on the offensive line so we can see what he can do.
All right, so let's look at we went from we know they're not going to be doing much of anything. Let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers. Should we talk about them, or should we be talking about their owner?
$140.
Listen, we'll talk about that later. We'll leave that on for to talk about later. But this division, I think, probably is the best division in the league.
In the NFC or all overall?
In the NFC.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about the other division.
I think. I mean, if I have to look at the AFC or the NFC West, I still think probably the NFC West might have them. They might have them. So let's look at the third place team, right?
Chargers and the 49ers.
Who would you take? Chargers or 49ers?
Take the 49ers.
49ers.
There you
If
go.
they're healthy,
There you go.
Bosa and Warner back.
There you go. A conversation done, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that scares me about the 49ers is the injury bug.
Yep.
Every
Yep.
year.
Especially on
Every
defense.
year.
But
And-
hell,
Yep.
Kittle got hurt last
But
year.
listen, they don't get injured. They get decimated.
Yes.
Yep.
There's a difference of
And
getting
stay competitive
injured.
somehow.
And you know what it is? It's their system.
Yeah.
It's their
Yeah.
system.
What did they lose?
They
Like
are
7, 8 starters last year?
Yes, they are similar to what the Patriots once were. It's like they find these players, and it's like, okay, know your role, and they plug them in, and it's like 1 year, what did they lose? 2 running backs,
Yeah.
and then they put in a third running back, and the guy runs for 200 and something yards.
Yeah.
I mean, come
Yep.
on, cut it out. But no,
Mason.
I sit there and I say, listen, they're a great kudos to their scouts and their game manager, whoever plans their games, because they just plug players in and they do their thing. They don't seem to miss a beat. But that's before I go any further with them, I'll sit there and I'll say, injuries, are they going to get decimated again? Because it happens every year with them.
It does.
So that's the big thing. When healthy, I mean, they
Tough.
they can do things.
Besides staying healthy, let's look at some of their key additions. Mike Evans and Christian Kirk.
Deebo
Samuel's back.
Came back. Yep.
So they went. I think that's a twofold weapon, because remember, he ran a lot in San Fran. You have to worry about McCaffrey staying healthy. I think to take his workload, because he carried a record amount of times last year for the last 3 or 4 years, caught the ball and ran the ball a lot. I think they're going to put Deebo Samuel back in that role and running, taking some of the pressure off him and featuring him.
I want to say they already said they were. They planned on it.
Oh, because remember, that was his big argument, that he
Why
didn't want to
wouldn't
run
you?
as much.
Why wouldn't you?
He wasn't getting paid.
It turned out to you're using me as a running back too. My workload should be a little bit of each. But yeah, I mean, so they've got Kittle coming back. All right, he's coming back.
Yeah.
They lose Pearsall.
They lose Pearsall, and they lost Jennings, Jawan Jennings, the
yes.
tall wide receiver. I liked.
They don't have bad replacements like we just stated.
Yeah,
Kirk
yeah.
and
Mike
what's his
Evans.
face coming back. I mean,
But Mike
yeah.
Evans is already hurt, and he's getting up there. He's got to stay healthy.
And
Mike Evans to me is the most consistent and best receiver over the last 10 years.
without a doubt.
The whole 10-year span.
All those 1,000-yard
Not
years.
just you. Everybody's gonna say Jefferson or dude from Cincinnati and this and that, but consistency for the last 10 years. Who's been better than Mike Evans?
Yeah, well, them guys haven't been around long enough to make a case for that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying in the 10-year span, who's been better than Mike Evans?
Nobody. Nobody.
But here we go. He's getting older, and he's been injured. What, 2 out of the last 3 years, or 3 out of 3 years? He's missed at least multiple games.
Last year he missed 6 games.
Yeah.
Yes.
He broke his
He had-
clavicle or whatever.
His collarbone.
Yeah.
Broke his collarbone. Then he came back, and after he came back, he got hurt again.
You want to know what's crazy? We just talked about how they reinforced the wide receiver corps. You know who's the best wide receiver for them right now in preseason? Their 2nd-round pick, because they didn't have a first pick. Dejon Stribling.
Yeah.
Every time I turn on the highlights after the weekend, they're talking about how good he looked. You look at how he's playing in camp, they're like, this guy should have been a 1st-round pick. And he's going to have to crack that lineup. But them guys, if they can't stay healthy, he has a chance. He can back up.
I think it's going.
Right now, they have.
It's going to be easy for him to crack the lineup because everybody's going to get hurt. You watch and see.
Right now,
Oh, Derek just
right now
blew
they
my
have,
mind.
They have Christian Kirk backing up Mike Evans, so they have that Stribling dude starting right now.
But they say he's the truth, man. He's had a great preseason. And we know their defense is always good. Just getting Warner and Bosa back, people don't have. But the other people you're worried about, remember, wasn't Brock Purdy hurt a lot last year too?
Yep.
So they had Purdy hurt. There's always a concern with CMC.
Trent Williams was hurt for a little bit.
Yeah, their offensive line has to stay healthy. Trent Williams is up there in age. I don't know who else. I can't even name another offensive lineman. That might be their Achilles heel this year.
The number one problem is always for them is always going to be injuries.
Yeah.
It's just not a guy. It's a boatload of
Yeah,
guys.
it's always leading the league in missed games among
Yeah.
starters.
So what are we looking at them as far as wins?
I still got them at 11-6.
I give them 10 wins.
I was leaning towards 10 too. I mean, we talking. I don't think we talked enough about their defense because they got some new players. They got what's his face in Dallas.
Shoot your shot.
You know,
Shoot
will
your
their corners hold up against that tough AFC West? I mean NFC West. Excuse me. Like, we still got questions at safety, and this is why I say around 10, 11 wins. I mean, new defensive coordinator. Remember?
I think they lost one of their best defensive backs. He went in free agency to somebody, and they weren't great last year. But I think their 1st or 2nd best defensive
Warner
back left.
is coming off a season-ending injury. I mean,
I got 10 wins as well.
I might even go as low as 9 wins. They're in a tough division, and with their health issues.
And
I'm not
they
saying they have
AFC West.
some major health issues now, but you know it's going to happen during the season. McCaffrey going to stay healthy. 10 wins.
I'm betting on the majority of them staying healthy, and they're always competitive even when they get depleted. But if they can keep the majority of that unit intact, they have a chance at 11. I like what you guys said, 10 wins.
I said
That's in the ballpark. I mean,
Yeah, but I was just like 11 if everything goes perfect.
10, 11, that's in the ballpark. You know, it's there.
That just makes that whole division even so much tougher. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, well,
We'll be looking forward to San Fran and the Rams and San Fran in Seattle just as much as we looked forward to the first 2 place teams.
I honestly think that San Francisco might finish ahead of Seattle. That Super Bowl hangover, I think, is
And replace
they're already anointing themselves as in like they're the number one team in the league this year, and I don't think they are.
So to give you, they won 10 games last year.
San Fran with all those injuries
10
in that same division.
Yep.
So healthy, I think they could win one more game. But you guys said credit goes to that system and their coaching staff. They,
Yeah.
no matter who plays, they're always competitive.
Yep.
But imagine being competitive with all your stars. If you that defense with a healthy Bosa and a healthy who's the other one? Warner.
Yeah.
The offense is the offense. And they lost Kittle at some point. They lost Purdy at some point. McCaffrey surprisingly stayed healthy. They lost the big offensive lineman you mentioned. It's always something on both sides of the ball. But if they can stay healthy, yeah, they got a chance to win one more game. Oh, that just makes me want football season to come thinking about this.
But their schedule is a lot.
It's closer than it is further. It's almost here.
Mm-hmm.
Their schedule is a lot more difficult than it was last year, I think.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
All right. So
we all around the 10, 11 threshold, but who's going to be that number 2? Here's where the flip-flopping is going to go.
well, we're gonna go in the order of how they finished. The Rams were the second place team who finished coincidentally in a tie.
Yeah.
Right. And we talked about it. About the freaky play that happened. What was it, a Monday night or a Thursday night game?
It was a night game, whatever. Monday night, Sunday night.
Which flip flopped the whole playoffs.
I think it was a Sunday.
Sure did.
Remember
Yeah,
that play?
teams went from 1 to 5.
Remember
Yep.
the play at the goal line where the ball was where it was tipped backwards, and they ruled it. It's crazy because they went to commercial. And they came back and they said it was a touchdown. And it was supposed to be fourth down.
Yep.
Right? The ball, it was like a backwards pass, and it got hit, and they thought it was an incompletion. And Kenneth Walker followed it into the end zone, picked it up. We thought it was a stop by the Rams. We come back and they're in review saying that it was a touchdown. That play changed the whole
Home field
logistics
advantage,
of the division, the
bye.
playoffs,
Yeah.
the number 1 and the number 2 seed, which ultimately they got the home field and they won by 3 points. I mean, it's crazy how one play could you look back at it and it decided the whole thing.
Yeah, it made that decided was who somebody got a 5 seed from that and everything. Didn't they flip flop from like 1 to 5?
Well, you
It was the Niners, wasn't it?
No, the Rams.
No, the Rams.
Because they weren't a division winner, so all
They
the
went on
division
the
winners
road.
were 1, 2, 3.
Imagine
That's right.
having 13 wins and you got to go on the road.
Yeah.
Well, some team had 14 wins and they had to go on the road.
Yeah, so
Yeah, some purple team. Yeah, I remember that.
And they lost in the first round.
Going
Damn,
on the road in the
D, you
playoffs
just
is
still,
tough no matter what.
D, yo, listen, it's D butthole now. He's not even D-Con anymore. It's D butthole.
The funny thing is, he's talking about we lost in the first round, but correct me if I'm wrong. The last 2 times the Lions were in the playoffs, they lost in the first round too.
No, you're wrong.
Well, they didn't make the playoffs last year, and they lost in the first round the year before.
No, you're wrong again.
No, they got to buy.
You're wrong
They
again.
lost their first.
They
game
lost
that
their
played.
first
No,
game.
see, but first round, and the first
But
game.
you were the number 1 seed.
Oh, wait.
Here we go.
And
but-
you shit the bed.
First round and first game is 2 different things.
They lost their
Anyways.
second round game, but it was their first game.
But you
But
guys
it
can't
don't
win
matter.
in the playoffs.
All right, let's move on. Let's
talk about
save that
addition.
argument for you guys
You didn't
next
make the
week.
playoffs last year either.
Yep.
Let's save you
Addition.
guys next week. Don't steal the show. All right.
Addition.
can
Yeah,
argue
we're
all
just
you
gonna
want
shut
next
up and listen.
Shut up, Kevin.
All right.
We'll hang up on you.
That's fine. I've still got the comment section.
But we're talking about the Rams right now, right?
Yeah.
They were good last year, and they made some key additions.
They went out and they made some
Trades, free agents.
they went out and basically said, you know what? Our weaknesses were our corners. And they went out and they stole
Both from Kansas City.
Kansas City's corners.
And then they had the best pass rusher in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you might
They had a good one already, but now they got a great one.
yeah, and
But he's not on this roster yet.
and you might get a legend to
Oh,
come.
no. You might get the legend to
You
come.
might
but
get
the-
the legend.
He's not on this roster.
Yeah, you
yet.
might
the
get
best
probably
active defensive rusher.
you might get possibly one of the best defenders ever.
Yeah.
Like top 5, top 10 back on your team. If they do that and they stay healthy, it might be lights out for the rest of the league.
Now, my one red light with the Rams, and I think is the key to everything, is going to be Matthew Stafford. Can he duplicate what he did last year without?
He
getting
definitely
hurt?
overachieved last year.
Yo, and the crazy part, when the beginning of the season, he was
He was
hurt.
hurt.
They wasn't
I
even
know.
expecting
back
him to play.
injections, right?
Yeah.
Can he duplicate what he did? So, what do you have? 2 games last year with 5 touchdowns.
Something like that.
There was games that I won solely off of him. He was my fantasy quarterback. But can he duplicate what he did last year and stay healthy?
If Puka and Devontae stay healthy, it's a good possibility.
And the consistency has to come from the running back Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
He had moments, but he didn't play consistently well.
But they have a good 1-2 punch at the running
Blake
back.
Corum
Blake
is stealing
Corum.
carries away from
Yeah.
him. And they had somebody besides Tyler Higbee. I don't know if Higbee stayed or left. But
Kobe Parkinson and Tyler Higbee's the backup.
yeah. But they definitely did the thing through trades and free agency, but I thought their first round pick was a waste. They could have got somebody. I would have drafted an offensive lineman, but they took Ty Simpson in the first round. And I believe they traded up to get him. And I can't, if something happens to Stafford, I don't have no confidence in him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A first round pick, I don't think he was worthy of a first round pick
They-
that high.
They got Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, I thought that was a reach myself. I don't understand why they did that.
There was offensive. You need more offensive linemen. Your defense is great already. You could have drafted somebody who could have helped you protect Stafford, open holes for Kyron Williams, give you more time to use your playmakers on the outside, and you took Ty Simpson, who's going to be holding the clipboard, probably behind Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, but I still dial back, man. My biggest thing is listen, the guy that touches the ball, every down and is going to be making the calls. It's all dependent on him. You could go and get all these guys defensively, and if that guy isn't there, it changes the whole dynamic of the team.
Agreed.
He just did something last year, at his age, that he hadn't done in a long time.
Yeah.
Was play the full season. So we shall see. I mean, listen, Kevin knows I was all aboard. I'm saying I like the moves that they were doing with the start of signing with the DBs, what they did in free agency. But now I'm dialing it back and I'm saying, you know what? It all looks good on paper, but is that paper going to be crumbled by the time, the full season comes?
Crumbled.
Will he be able to remain upright and be that guy that he was last year? Because let me tell you something. He lit the league up last year. 4,700 yards.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm agreed.
46 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. And probably left a couple on the table.
Well, there was a few games that they were winning by like 20 something points. He had his cap on. So yeah. Trust me, because I listen, man. I was all over it. He was my quarterback, and I'm like, yeah, no, throw another one. no, don't take him out. What are you doing, running the ball? But yeah, that's my biggest thing for them. Everything that they've done thus far, I think that they could possibly. All they need is, I think all they needed was home field advantage last year.
Yeah,
and maybe it could have turned the tide.
And that was before they strengthened their secondary and upgraded to Myles Garrett. And we're not even talking about Aaron Donald yet.
Yeah, no.
Even if they don't get him, they've improved dramatically. They're weak.
Oh yeah, I think that this year I'm going to jump on the B-Mags wagon and say they might be the Super Bowl favorite, like over everybody.
They are the odds-on favorite in Vegas as the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, it's warranted too. I get it.
Yeah, well, you look at everything that they have on paper, and it's warranted.
So now is talking about them. We're talking about like who divisions and who's going to win it. But does Puka get suspended?
I haven't heard no talk about that. Like it'd be
me either. That's what I'm saying. But I know
suspended early on. and then play consistently.
They just brought up the Josh Jacobs thing that happened
Today, I
in
saw
May.
that.
happened-
Shit.
That's
You got
that's
arrested
what
in
made me
May.
think about it, because at first
Downgrade
Josh Jacobs
charges.
was in the clear, and then they charged him.
Yeah.
So they charged him, but it turned out to be misdemeanor.
Yeah, they downgraded both
It's a
charges.
misdemeanor.
There was 4 or 5.
four.
Now
Oh,
there's
they-
only 2.
Yes.
And they're
So what did they
downgraded.
figure? Like, we got to give the little Negro something. We got to give him something. They was gonna hit slap him with some misdemeanors.
Yes, they hit him up with the misdemeanors. So I don't
Misdemeanor
know.
Elliott.
I don't know type of weight that carries, in the court of law per NFL. I don't know what their collective bargaining agreement it says.
And the code of conduct for the NFL.
Yeah, I don't know what it states as far as misdemeanors to felonies.
Yeah.
A misdemeanor could be.
I mean,
A misdemeanor could be like a speeding ticket.
Yeah, he went from strangulation to nothing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure that the Rams, they've got a close eye on it.
Oh, of course.
yeah.
Because I mean, let's face it. I mean, the guy he's a freak. So yeah.
I got him at 13 wins.
So do I.
I do too.
Which to me puts them at the top of the
No.
division.
Yes.
I was just, as we were talking, I was just scrambling through their schedule. I say 12, 13 wins myself.
Yes.
Because they were
And if they
already
get
there.
Aaron Donald, it might get pushed up to 14. Shit, he's good for a win by himself. Damn.
Jesus, I don't even want to think about that.
But like Brian said, the stir that's going to make that drink is keeping Stafford healthy. Because
Oh, absolutely.
in the world, but if you can't, you got all the
You
weapons.
you know Derek quietly claps for them in his bedroom when he's alone. Stafford.
No, I
He
don't.
puts on the old tapes when he used to play in Detroit.
Him and Calvin.
All right, so we all agree the win total.
Yeah, they're improved. As good as they were last year, they're even better this year if they're healthy.
So let's transition over to Seattle. Seattle. Obviously they were the Super Bowl champs. They were true last year. I mean, at week 5, week 6, if you would have told me that they would have had the finish off the season the way in which they did, I probably would
I
have
would have
laughed
laughed at you.
Shit. The first thing that was hard to tell me was that Sam Donald was going to have a good year for a whole nother team and a whole nother system, and he played his butt off last year.
He wasn't wearing the purple.
But
He had a good year in Minnesota
He
too.
went 14-3 in the
Yeah.
purple.
And then he showed it wasn't a fluke.
But
he went and did it again.
But he saw the boogeyman.
Yeah, but the crazy part about it is when he went a purple, he only lost to 2 teams.
Yeah, because they
Oh, really?
put the pressure on him.
Detroit twice and the Rams twice.
And unfortunately, they had to play the Rams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they seem like they made a concentrated effort. We know their huge loss with Kenneth Walker. But including today, I think that was they couldn't afford to pay him. They'd rather lock up the other 3 big guys. Smith Enigma.
Yeah.
Who was the Witherspoon became the highest paid cornerback in the league for now. And then today they just signed Leonard Williams to 3 years, $90 million. So they kept 3 core players because Leonard Williams isn't that old, is he? Late 20s, maybe. But those are 3 good cornerstones to lock
32.
up. Oh, he's 32?
Yeah.
This is his last contract.
Yeah. But I still think he's playing at a high level.
And-
23 years.
And they signed Brian and Kevin's boy, Trayvon Diggs.
But on a sneaky tip, they also kept outside linebacker Derek Hall, who a lot of people don't know about, but he was a force on their defense. It's just that he didn't get none of the credit because there's other high-profile guys on that defense. But Witherspoon being locked up for 4 or 5 years, I forgot how long his
Who
contract.
they signed?
Their outside linebacker Derek Hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Something I think that we all might be overlooking. New OC,
No, I was just reading that. Mhm.
new offensive
He
coordinator.
left to go to the Raiders, right?
Yes, Brian Fleury. He's going to be their new OC. We've seen what happened specifically with with the Super Bowl champions, when they got a new offensive coordinator, their offense went south, right?
The Eagles.
The Eagles, their offense went south. So
And-
much south
and-
that you had the wide receiver calling out the offensive coordinator and then the
Let's-
quarterback.
Let's not forget KC when the enemy left.
Yes. So I think that's something that we're gonna have to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
We know that they lost their Kenneth Walker.
And that's the biggest thing to replace.
and
Zach
Zach
Charbonneau's
Charbonnet.
recovering from ACL. Probably won't be ready to the middle of the year.
They have to gamble on price to
So-
step in right away.
So that's going to be so their calling card is going to be their defense.
Which their
Yep.
defense,
Their defense.
which their defense was
Which
pretty
is good.
solid
Yes.
last year.
If their defense can keep scores low as opposed to 37 to 34 against the Rams, then they'll be fine. But if they get into they're letting team score 30 points, I don't know if they're capable of putting up those same numbers with less players.
Yeah.
I think Kenneth Walker had the ability to carry them, and a lot of what he did. You take him away, and then you're like, oh, Zach, oh no, he's
Yeah,
hurt too.
The whole two-headed monster thing that made them effective.
And then you got a
them
rookie
fresh.
that we don't know anything about.
And he's going to get a heavy workload.
Yes. I'm surprised they didn't go out and they didn't sign someone in a veteran.
Like a Kareem Hunt.
Just for a 1 year.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't.
Kareem Hunt just went into somebody's camp this week.
Detroit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Detroit. Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't. They decided to go strictly with
Right?
youth.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Go ahead.
There's gonna be a cut or two in the next week. I think they're gonna pick somebody up.
They have to.
On the cheap.
You have to.
If not, you got George.
A lot of teams are gonna have to make some tough choices. So you always know there's teams
You have
teams leave a roster spot or two open on purpose. So we'll see.
With that being said, obviously we've anointed the Rams.
Yeah.
So what do we see as a win total for the Seattle Seattle Seahawks, the
I still only got him one
Super
game
Bowl
off.
champions? I
know.
think they're going to regress. I got them at 11 wins.
I got him at 12.
I got them at 9.
Woo!
Wow.
That's the first.
What's the main reason for the drop off?
That's the first.
The OC leaving and Walker leaving?
That is part of the reason, but it's that old adage. It's a whole lot different when you're the hunted and not the hunter.
Kevin, I hate you, bro.
What do you say?
I got 9 as well. I said I hate you because I got 9 as well.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I look at
Wow.
it. I think that I think they'll win some games because of their defense, and I think they'll lose some games because of lack of offense. And like
And
Kevin
that
said,
OC is very underestimated.
and like Kevin said, being chased as opposed to doing the chasing isn't every team is you're gonna get every team's A game.
Yeah, they're all gonna be good.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're in a brutal, probably the best division in football.
Yeah.
Yo, and the crazy part
You know,
about it,
it's another key factor.
their last 3 games: Rams, Carolina, Rams. That's a
Wow.
if that's the deciding factor.
Yeah.
And they're playing the AFC West, so they got to match up with Denver and KC.
Denver, KC.
And the Chargers, if they stay healthy, could be a threat. They could get you on a bad day.
And like they play Washington. You never know what you're gonna get with Washington team. You never know.
Yeah. So
I know one thing you get with Washington: a whole lot of blitzing.
Yeah,
That's that Dan Quinn fucking stable.
Disciple. Yeah.
Yep.
they got the Bears.
So yeah, I mean, I just think that a combination of everything I said and the Super Bowl hangover. Let's face it, when's the last time we've seen a repeat champion, right? It just doesn't happen.
Because you can't keep your free agents. You can't keep your coaches. Once you win, then everybody pillages from that winner because they want to win.
Yeah, it's a copycat league,
Yeah.
just like every other league. You win, and then they pull from within. You know.
Yep.
So yeah.
Hey, I heard some good news about the NFL. They did away with the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah. So in news, I mean, I wanted to talk about specifically. I wanted to talk about the 49ers owner.
Mr. York.
I mean, it
Thought he was Mr. Rourke.
he wasn't calling for the plane though. He wasn't calling for the plane.
The girl.
So
You guys are bad.
listen, it came to light. It came to light that obviously he was arrested in Ohio. Now, guys, did you see the video clip?
I didn't.
Yo, he looks terrible. He looks like an everyday Smo.
He had on a New York Yankees. I don't know if it was a shirt or a jersey. But he was arrested in Ohio. No, they just released the body cam footage.
I seen some of the New York Giants today.
For intending to solicit a sex worker at an Ohio mobile home trailer park.
But didn't he try to arrange the meeting on the phone? So they tapped it.
So yes, it was basically online. It was a sting. That's what it was. They made up girls. So let me see if I can get the video. I'm gonna try something here. Let's see if I can get the video.
Yeah, you gonna put him out there like that? Leave the man alone.
No.
And they put on all New York gear to throw him off.
I'm going to put him out there like that. He deserves to be put out there like that.
I'm joking. Hell yeah, he does it. First of all, you're a billionaire and you're trying to buy $140 worth of ass. That makes me mad.
All right, I got it up here. I did it correctly. Let's see if we can roll the tape. All right.
Don't move. Don't do anything.
He does look like a
Unbuckle slowly. Slowly.
Do it.
Step out of the car.
Why don't I not have
Put your hands on the car.
Can you ask what you're doing?
Spread your feet for me.
Oops, that's not it.
Can I ask what you're doing?
What are you doing here?
Just driving.
You meeting anybody?
No.
Once they put him in the vehicle, once they put him in the car, they asked him what he was doing. He said he was just driving. And then they go back to his car. He has the money, which was $140.
Sweet.
Come on, man, you're the owner, man.
Yeah. I don't get it. Super easy.
As soon as they said sex worker,
circle here.
I started thinking of Diddy, and I started thinking of what's her name, the girl there.
He's a real estate guy.
Cassie. I started thinking of the other girl there, 50 Cent's girl. But
it's crazy
as you
the
can
people
see, they
that
go
do
back
this.
to his car and they're talking about
Like they could do whatever they want. Like they could do
they think they
other
can do whatever
things.
they
They could go
want
other ways.
with other things.
But wow.
And then they go back to his car now, and to prove that it was him, they have the phone. They have the phone in which they were calling. All right.
He has two phones.
Now to prove that it was him, he had a burner phone and he had a regular phone. The burner phone had the number.
Did you just send them?
You know, watch it ring.
Oh yeah,
There it is, right there, ringing.
Yeah.
So his supervisor says,
Yeah, okay,
you know,
take that one.
it's
Chunky
the
Newcastle.
new girl that we made
Can
up.
you take a picture of
The
that?
new girl. They were basically
Screenshot
clowning.
that or a picture. Or just take a picture
But
of that for
his
me.
supervisor
Okay.
take a picture,
So,
you know,
Yep.
and
It's
all that.
so good because like,
But
what
yeah,
phone is it? What phone is it? Was he doing?
I mean, I just for the life of me, I can't. I don't know why.
But the funny part about it is, you've seen the cop take out the $140, but if you look in that car, there's still more money.
Yeah, there was still more money in it.
So he's like, "Hey, I'm getting my $140."
Yeah. So, but my thing is like $140. I mean, you're a millionaire.
What's up, Butler?
You are a
Billionaire.
millionaire.
Billionaire.
Yeah, billionaire. Why couldn't you go and get a high-end call girl?
Yes.
I would have paid somebody $140
No,
to
and-
give me a high-end call
And
girl.
not for nothing, the way he
I paid him a couple thousand.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be
the way
real.
he
Discretion.
he can walk into any brothel and not worry about it.
Listen, I would have paid a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows another guy who knows
Absolutely.
one other guy to go
Mhm.
and get somebody. I mean, it's that simple, you know. Apparently, I put up a post. I said apparently he didn't get up with Kraft and tell him how it was done.
Because
Because
learn the ins and outs.
no, we think about this, right? So now like, of course, everybody's like, oh, well, it happened with Robert Kraft. He got his thrown out. He got his thrown out. Right? Nothing ever became of it.
He was
Right?
just getting a massage.
Right? Well, that's what he was saying. Right? This guy never got to have any sex either. Right? And he got caught up in a sting. The NFL saying that they're going to look into it. The code of conduct, what Kevin reiterated earlier. I'm reiterating the same thing. It's like the NFL code of conduct policy. I say, this didn't get thrown out because he pleaded no contest, right? He pleaded no contest. So it actually went through the court system. Now, if this happened to an NFL player, they would be suspended.
Yes.
So this owner what I wanted to bring up was this owner too should be suspended.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He should be, listen, whatever the players would get suspended for, he should be, I can't be in the box. I can't have no control, whatever.
He should be able to shut the stadium.
Yeah. Listen, you got to be away from your team just like the players would be away from their team, right? If he gets cleared from this, how are the players going to look at him? Look like you did it. I should be able to do it too. It just sets a bad precedence all the way around. I just wanted to highlight that because just because you're the owner, you shouldn't be able to do whatever you want without repercussions. And it must feel weird for the commissioner who he works for to have to come and say, well, we might have to suspend you. Wait, I voted for you as the NFL commissioner. You pretty much work for me. But there's other owners, that are probably going to vote on it. And, ultimately we'll see. That's something to be watching in the next week or two, because I'm sure something's going to be resolved before the beginning of the season starts. Just as it is with all these players and moving forward. They're not going to let it linger on to the season. Typically, you start off the season. You look at some of the players who got into trouble before, Zeke and all that stuff. You look into it's the beginning of the season. That's what you want it to happen. You don't want it to happen when you're going into the playoffs or at the end of the season, right? So it's something that we need to keep our eye on and discuss. If it's unfairly handled. He should be facing some type of discipline, in moving forward. All right.
He is legally married, but he's getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna use this against him.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, they weren't together when it happened.
Yeah.
Well, he used to do this all the time. But I'm gonna bring.
That's
it
why
I'm gonna try to say he took over last night, so we reconciled.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to because it's already almost 8:00, guys. Let's move on to the college. Let's talk about the NCAA, and let's talk about some of the top teams.
Week 0 is this weekend.
Yes, it is.
First couple of games of this weekend. USC plays
tonight. There's a game tonight.
College.
Is there a game tonight?
I know there's some preseason NFL, but I thought the first game was Saturday.
Yeah, the Rams and the Chargers play tonight.
No, I'm talking about college. I'm sure I've seen there's a game tonight. There's no big. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be on TV.
We
so,
said
fellas,
there was no there was no obvious number one.
That's Saturday.
So I'm curious to see where everybody's heads at for this college season.
So what are we talking about?
Sorry, Saturday starts, not tonight.
Yeah, Saturday.
USC in San Jose.
Yeah, it should be. Season always kicks off on a Saturday. What are we thinking? What are we thinking for? So let's do it this way. Let's go with a Power 6 first. Or better yet, let's go by conference. All right. Who do we think? Obviously, we have to pick somebody out of the SEC. Who do we think is going to come out of the SEC?
Georgia,
Texas,
Georgia. Who do we think is going to come out of the ACC?
Come on, stop playing.
Punk ass Miami.
Kevin's like, what are you talking about?
Steve's gonna pick Clemson.
Not this year.
Listen, they're not gonna let you live last year now.
Well, I was waiting for that.
He was struggling even in week 2, man. He's like, wait, what? You're gonna come back. After week 2, we didn't hear nothing about
They
it.
had so much
After
talent.
Debo didn't want to go, we started talking shit about the portal. I was like, yeah, they're done.
Big 10. That should be easy.
I go
Ohio State.
Oregon, right?
I go Oregon there, but
Ohio State.
Ohio State and Indiana are going to be nice too.
I think they're gonna get an at large.
I don't think Indiana's gonna be that good this year.
They got to transfer quarterback. And
Big 12.
Uh,
Anybody from the Big 12?
Oklahoma.
I got them just outside
Texas
the top
Tech.
8. Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
I got Oklahoma.
Isn't that the school that's all messed up because of the quarterback situation now? Somebody transferred there from Cincinnati and he can't play, and then he petitioned to go to the NFL and he couldn't get in for the supplemental, so he got to sit out this whole year. There was a quarterback from Cincinnati. Was it Texas Tech or Texas A&M? It was Texas Tech.
I don't know.
Sorsby.
At large bids. It's safe to say Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I did.
You have to say Notre Dame. They're not part of a conference.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know. That's every year. You know they're going to get in because every year they're at large. They don't.
Well, not that year that Miami beat them out and they were all mad.
Okay. So other teams that you think that will get bids.
Well, there's one that we can't control. That one of those small conferences, they save one spot.
They saved 2 spots.
They save 2 spots for teams that aren't in those big power conferences. And last year they got their bells rung in their first round games. It wasn't even close.
The team with the funny field.
Oh, Boise.
Boise.
What did you
They
say?
can be good from time to time, but
Are they going to be?
teams that made it got blown the hell out?
Are they going to be that? Are they going to be that one?
I don't know.
All right. So who are some of the other teams? I just named like the power.
Ohio State will make it, even though they won't be the top team
Ohio
in the
State.
conference.
Texas Longhorns.
Yeah,
Texas.
and I still got Indiana at number 7.
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
No, I haven't heard anyone say Alabama.
Alabama.
Unproven quarterback that
Yeah.
just won the starting role. He's either a freshman or sophomore.
But what did they say last year about it? About last year's team? They said the same thing, right? We said the same thing about Alabama.
They didn't do that great last year.
Who, Alabama?
Yeah.
No, Alabama made it. They made it. They made it to the Elite Eight, didn't they? They won the first.
Yeah,
They won the first. They upset somebody.
That was one of the things that they were talking about with Notre Dame last year.
They upset somebody. They made it to the Elite Eight, and then they lost in the whatchamacallit. But last year we said the same thing about them. Quarterback. Oh, we don't know quarterback. Guy turned out to play pretty good. They had a rocky start, but they finished off strong.
The only one that I can think of is their wide receiver that is nice. Is it Ryan? I can't even think of an impact player on Alabama. That's why I'm like,
Right.
Usually they have a running back. Usually they have a crazy defense.
The thing with that the SEC, they're gonna beat up on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
I think we mentioned all the teams because, like we said, we know that there's going to be 2 at-large bids out of those 12. But
Oh no, there's going to be more than that.
no, two from the non-big power
Yeah.
conferences, from the non-Big 6 conferences.
And then
And like I said, they got blown out last year. Both teams that made it.
so let's put it this way. How many teams do we think are going to make it from the SEC?
SEC, I have Georgia, Texas. Ooh, that's it.
No Alabama?
Nope.
No LSU?
Nope.
Okay.
Not well, because I only did the final 8. I didn't do the final 12.
Well,
I think
12.
Ole Miss might get in.
Yeah. Everybody left them behind. They got Chambliss back at quarterback.
Yeah, Ole Miss is going to be tough.
Didn't they lose a lot though?
Ole Miss?
Didn't they lose a lot to the league?
I don't think.
And to the transfer portal to LSU. When their coach left, a lot of their top players left too. But Chambliss petitioned, he's coming back. They got their running back still there that got hurt in the championship game, remember? Their tight end's the one that just got cut and trying to go back. He's trying to go back to play at LSU.
Well, yeah, that's a whole different story. LSU's a whole different story. The guy that they got over there, he'll take anything.
Any advantage to win.
He'll take anything. He's under duress.
I don't know why I
to
didn't
win.
do the top 12. I only did the top 8 and then who would win in the
Well, no,
playoffs.
it's 12.
Yeah.
It's 12 teams.
But 2 of those teams are going to be that.
They just moved it to 12 this year?
No, it was 12 last year.
No,
1 and
It
2
was-
didn't play
it
in
was
the
8
first
last
round.
year, I thought.
No, was it 8? No,
it was 12.
last year. It was 12 last year. Last
Because
year
they
was the
a
first year.
1 and 2 had a bye,
Yes.
and 3 was the other 10 teams had to play in the first round. The first 2 teams didn't have to play in the first round, and that brought it down to 8 after the first round or something.
I thought it was the first 4 didn't have to play.
Yeah, this is the first four they don't
Yeah, it
have
was
to
the
play.
first 4. It was the first 4.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
it's the first 4. Because then you
Yeah,
have
1
4
from-
games.
1 from each.
Yes, because it went like that. It's the first 4 that got buys. So okay, so all right, so let's narrow it down, all right? Because 12 is a lot of teams.
Say who you think the number 1 is going to be?
Yeah.
Overall, I got Oregon. At least at the end of the year.
I think that's going to be the.
Well, because people said Ohio State, but I just think their
No.
defense got depleted too much. Their offense will be all right.
No.
Sayan coming back, Jeremiah Smith coming back.
The best receiver in the country.
Yeah, good offensive line, but they lost so much on defense. That's going to be what I think is going to hurt them. And I had Texas at 3 and Miami at 4. If we want to just go to top 4 teams.
I have Miami at 3.
Okay.
I have
You had Oregon 1?
Oregon 1. I also have Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
At what number?
Deuce.
All right, I had them at 5.
And I don't normally do that. I took a shot in the dark. A shot in the dark.
It's a survivor? You want to play a shot in the dark?
I took a shot in the dark. My long shot is going to be Notre Dame.
I don't think that's that much of a shot in the dark because outside of losing their running backs, they return a lot of.
Well, the thing
guys.
is, we Kevin talked about it. They're not in a conference, right?
So they can cherry pick this.
They can cherry pick. They usually play 1 or 2 tough teams. So
And usually early on.
yeah. So who was the team that they lost to 2 years ago?
Early on?
It was a 1A team that they lost to.
Oh.
And they
I
paid
would
him.
say
They paid him $1 million to play.
Oh,
2 years ago. Who was that, Kevin?
Oh, damn. I forgot. Damn, I thought it was on to
They lost one of their opening. Did they lose?
Was
to
it
Miami?
Western Michigan?
It was a 1A school.
It might have been Western.
Yeah, well, they're 1A.
Yeah. They paid him $1 million. They were like, "Thank you for the
Yep.
win and $1 million." But yeah, they usually did non-conference. They play powder. They play at least three teams that are going to be like, ooh, what are you doing playing them?
They play. This is their schedule. Wisconsin, Rice, Michigan State, Purdue, UNC, Stanford, BYU, Navy,
Northern Illinois.
Miami.
No, Northern
Did you hear
Illinois
me?
team.
Who
Yeah,
was it? Northern
Northern Illinois. That's the ones that
Yep,
beat.
Northern
Okay.
Illinois. NIU, yep.
Boston College, SMU, and Syracuse.
I don't see a threat on that schedule.
Yeah, they only play, 3 ranked teams?
BYU.
The toughest being probably Miami?
BYU is probably the
BYU's
toughest.
ranked and Miami's ranked.
BYU
Oh,
and
I didn't
Miami.
name Miami on that list.
Yep,
BYU and Miami, the toughest.
When do they play Miami? Early on or?
November 7th.
later on.
Oh, that's
November.
at the end, yeah.
November 7th.
Yep.
When do they play Boston College?
November 14th.
later,
Oh.
like around like a week later. Yep.
Huh.
I know that because I got good friends who are Notre Dame fans, and I laugh. They still call it Catholic versus convicts.
So you look at that schedule, they're probably going to finish with maybe one loss, 2 losses at the most.
They're not getting challenged enough. If they just win that one threat, and
Will that
And that's
help?
the thing. No, because strength of schedule is one of the things that they talked about. You have them 2 automatic bids from at large.
Yeah.
I think that's still the format.
Yeah.
And it kind of pissed me off because it undercut better teams. You've seen what happened when them 2 teams got in. It was a debacle. It was laughable.
Yeah. I don't know. So who do we have? Who do we have in the finals? Who do we have in the championship game?
well, you want to go Final Four and championship, or just go right to the championship game?
Let's go right to the championship game. It's already 10 past 8.
Right. I got Oregon versus Texas.
I got one of those.
And I have Oregon winning.
I've got Oregon, Georgia, SEC.
The experience with the quarterback, Dante Moore.
Yeah,
I mean, the only one they lost was their tight end. They still got the running backs. They still got the wide receivers.
And Oregon is ultimately going to win this year. This is the year.
You heard that, Kevin?
I had them beating Miami in the Final Four to get there.
You heard that,
I still
Kevin?
think Miami will do well.
Steve's college palace holds no weight. It's going to be. With a pick like Clemson, you'll never live that down.
Hiatus, you've been tearing me up.
I'm going Ohio State and surprise, Miami.
So what you pretty much are just saying, Kevin, is Steve is the guaranteed Charles Barkley guy over here.
Yeah, guaranteed loss. Go against it.
Well, everybody else picked Oregon.
Wait, Kevin. So who did you say? Miami and who?
I said Ohio State.
Oh,
We're going to have a rematch from about 25 years ago. No, I'm not big on Oregon.
No?
I got them losing in the
I wouldn't mind seeing Oregon and Miami. The coach.
Oh, yeah.
I say Oregon, Ohio State.
I got Oregon and Miami in the Final Four, and Texas and Indiana. But everybody likes. But remember, we clown about Manning in the quarterback. Their transfer portal was real good. They got one of the top, I think the top rated wide receiver, Coleman, I think his name is.
Who?
Texas. So they got a big stud for Manning to throw the ball to. They got one of the best offensive linemen to go there. Their defense is always good.
Ohio State's offense is just too crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know.
We talked about reason why I say like even with Miami's schedule is kind of weak too.
Just because of the conference.
Well, the conference, but they really don't play anybody. Like they play Notre Dame. Is right now is the only ranked team on their schedule.
They play Clemson, right?
Clemson.
They're in the
Is
conference.
Clemson even ranked?
National champion.
Yeah,
Remember?
they play last year's predicted national champion.
Is Clemson ranked in the preseason?
No.
No.
Thank you. Miami's record is a cupcake city, all the way through. And that might be scary for them because they're going to start overlooking people.
One of the teams that got those at-large bids was in Miami's division because they won the conference on the technicality, and they got blown out in the first round.
Duke.
Yeah. It was Duke and somebody else. Duke won the conference. They got the bid, and they got blown out.
Mm-hmm.
And then people complained about Miami getting in over Notre Dame, and they actually looked real good.
Miami
it was an interception away from taking the natty.
Yeah, you call it, Kevin.
Well, we'll be on the eve of college football next week, and we're only 2 weeks away from the NFL. Life is good.
Yeah. So we'll resume next week. Where we'll be doing. Oh God, Kevin, can you come in next week? I need somebody to sit in between.
We weren't afraid of.
Yeah, I definitely.
Kev.
Listen, I
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
Big Kev.
Listen, I traded kidney not to be there. Put it that way.
I need somebody to sit between these guys. You know, it's going to be tough because we're doing it.
So there's no armrest or nothing in between us. I get to elbow both of them when they're out of line.
Yeah. it's
Elbow Derek in a six pack.
yeah, it's gonna be tough next week.
Mm.
Can we start now?
No,
No.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to have. You know, what I think I'm gonna put. I think I'm gonna set up the cubicles. I think I'm.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do
I'm gonna
that.
set up cubicles and put camera.
We're gonna be on Zoom.
They'll be on opposite sides of each other.
Steve's getting in the other room.
Yeah, one downstairs and one like the morning
Oh
show.
yeah, that's
one
a good. That's
downstairs
good.
and one
That's good.
upstairs.
Yeah, we can put them in.
Won't be the
different rooms.
same.
So they're
Yeah.
not yelling and
I got to see his
and one
face up
another.
close, cringing when he realizes how
Or
bad his
better
team's
yet,
gonna
we
be.
could just set up like a MMA cage, a wrestling ring, or something.
With a
Just
mic
have
in
them at it.
MMM cage with mics.
Yeah, this ought to be good next week. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so next week we'll be highlighting the AFC and NFC Central.
North.
North.
It was a Central back in the day.
Yeah,
North.
in the NFC they call it the North. I don't know.
They both call
no,
it
no.
North.
Oh.
AFC North as well.
No, yeah.
But
We'll
we're
be
doing
talking
Pittsburgh
about that,
division.
and then the following week we'll wrap it up with
the East,
AFC East and the NFC East for all you Patriots and Cowboys fans. You can chime in,
and a couple of Giants.
and yeah, a couple of Giants.
I don't know. I think one Giant fan switched over today.
AI is a lovely thing. But yeah, so make sure y'all tap in next week, so we can, we'll be 1 week closer to football, NFL that is. And if anybody this week, we got 2 events going on. First and foremost, go and support Reggae on the Beach. It is happening this Sunday from 12 to 6 p.m. It is
Shout out to Shakira.
Yes, man. It is. Listen, 10 years. They've been doing this for 10 years. It is one of the premier family events where everybody can go out and enjoy. Unfortunately, they're down to just one time per year. A few years back they were doing it 3 years. They were doing it June, July, and August last Sundays. But lack of funding. They're down to just one time a year now. So please go out there and support. It's really important that we keep this going. There aren't many events where people can go out, especially from the Black and Brown community, can go out and have something like this together. So if you see something happening, say something, man. We don't need to have this event thwarted. We know that there's a lot of behind the scenes things that literally trying to put an end to it. So they're holding on for dear life. This will be the 10th year. Let's make it a good 10 year. All right. And beyond that, sadly, the Darty is coming to an end. This will be the last week for the day party that happens at Port Royal. It'll be taking place from 3 until 9 p.m. And WMB1 Radio has a lot of great stuff in store. We're going to be giving out merch. We're going to be having contests. All appreciation for everybody who's come out and supported the day party down at Port Royal. So let's make it a good one, man. It's the last one till Memorial Day next year. All right, that's when we'll try to resume. So come on down. All right.
Win some tickets to some of our live events coming up. We're going to have those up for bids too.
Yes, we're going to have ticket giveaways.
You got to earn them.
We're going to have ticket giveaways for the comedy show, which will be taking place on the 4th, September 4th. And then also, excuse me, it was so nice that we had to do it twice. We're bringing back Big Lux down at the vault. What's the date on that again? See,
November 14th.
November 14th.
And it's on a Saturday this time.
Yes, it's on a Saturday.
Crowd should be a lot thicker. Tickets will go a lot quicker.
Yes. So if you want to get a chance to win some of those, come on down to Port Royal on Sunday. We'll be giving some of those away as well. It promises to be a great night, and the weather's going to be great too. So yeah, man, come through.
Going out with a bang.
Go support Reggae on the Beach, and then afterward come through Port Royal and finish off your day, evening / night, however you want to look at it. But yeah, so it's going to be a great weekend. And we look forward to seeing you all next Thursday right here on Straight to the Point Sports. All right. Until then, peace. We're out.